Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a bullet journal video. I know they're always late every month by a few days, but so yeah, we're doing it for April this month, and I decided to go with a a really simple like flower plant theme. Ow. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. So for the month of April, I decided to go with a simple flower plant type theme since spring is finally among us. For this month, I decided to limit myself to only using the fine liner and one metallic brush pen, and I really liked how it turned out. And this kind of just proves that you don't need so much like stationery stuff just to make your bullet journal look cool. So I started off with the month introductory and calendar page, and I wrote out the word April in a cursive font, but I used the quote-unquote cheat way of calligraphy, and then I drew a little simple plant line design next to the word April. For the calendar, I decided to go with boxing each day with rounded corners, and I really liked how it turned out because it gives like such a cute like vibe. After that, I decided to fill up the bottom left page with a line drawing of flying dandelion seeds, and even though the drawing was so simple, I really liked how it turned out. Afterwards, I drew in a simple line art of a little cat sleeping at the bottom right page. So next, for the habit tracker page, I decided to go with a 2-page spread. I started off with using a spread out cursive font for the title. For the chart itself, I drew in a flower design on the left side of the chart. And then for the first axle, I divided my habits into different categories. So I divided it into health, creativity, other, and I decided to go with a mood. To divide each category, I just drew in little branches and leaves. And for the other axle, I wrote in each day of that month. So throughout the month, I would just put an X if I completed the habit or not. And then to fill up some empty space, I drew in a simple branch. For the expense tracker, I went with my usual design because that's what really works for me. It is basically just a chart with 4 columns. Date is where I write the date. I either spend money or earn money. And then I have description for what kind of purchase I made or the method I got the money. And then I have a positive sign column for how much I gained, so I would just write down a number. And then a negative column for if I spent money, and I would just write down the number of how much I spent. And then at the end of each month, I would just add everything up at the bottom. For the next page, I decided to go with a simple quote page. This one says, "Life is suffering. It is hard. The world is cursed, but you find reasons to keep on living." And that is a quote from my favorite Ghibli film, Princess Mononoke. And then lastly, for the weekly spreads, I just went with a really simple layout. I decided to have 5 days plus the weekend on one page. So it has a total of 6 boxes. I wrote the number of that day in my silver metallic brush pen largely, and then I went over it with what day of the week it was with my fine liner in a cursive font. And then I drew a long vertical box around it, and for the side I just drew in some plants. And yeah, that was basically it. And yeah, that is my video for this month's bullet journaling spread. I hope you guys really enjoy it. If it's your first time coming onto this channel, I actually also made one for November, January, February, March, and now April. And I'm going to be doing that for the rest of this year, so stay tuned in. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I want you to be your night, baby. Yeah.